Hey everyone, it's Maria here. Just wanted to hop on and give you a quick little update on my fibrin glue patch, my epidural blood patch, fibrin glue patch, whatever you want to call it. So it's just over 2 weeks. It's like 2 weeks and 1 day since I've had my patch. I am pretty sure things are going well. It can be really hard to tell. I would say this past week psychologically has been hard. I'm definitely getting a little squirrely, just like being at home all the time. My routine is I am in bed or I'm on the couch. I am being ridiculously strict with myself. I have not left my apartment since I've come back from the hospital. I don't want to risk it. I have basically been horizontal most of the time. I'm getting up a little bit more now, but I'm not really planning on going out or going for walks until maybe the 3-week mark. Yeah, basically been home. I'm fairly sure it's working, but the doubts still creep in every so often because it's hard. It's hard. Like, I'm not allowed to do the movements that would tell me if I have a leak. I can't bend over. I can't strain. I can't, I'm still avoiding sneezing and coughing as much as I can. I've had a few sneezes. I've had a few coughs, and every time I panic after. I panic for like a few hours because I can't tell if I have a leak. Even right now, there's like a minor ache in the back of my head, but then also when I lie down, I'm getting what feels like the high pressure headaches. So very confusing symptoms. I think the Diamox kind of can confuse it as well because I was off Diamox for about a week and a bit. I just took a little bit yesterday and the day before because I felt like the high pressure headaches were just feeling almost like a little bit more intense. So I started it up again, and then since that lowers your CSF, how do I know if the Diamox is lowering it to the point where it's mimicking a low pressure headache? I kind of have no idea. So just a lot of that back and forth. I think it worked, maybe it didn't work. I think it worked, maybe it didn't work. So just mentally, it's hard. It's hard to just let go because I'm not doing anything all day. I'm on my phone. I'm on watching TV. I don't really have much else to do or think about. So that's kind of all I'm thinking about. But yeah, aside from the mental difficulties, everything else is going well. I'm not too uncomfortable. So I am an active person, so it's hard not being able to, go for walks. It's hard not being able to work out. I'm really independent. I don't like asking for help. So while I am so grateful that I have a partner that's here to take care of me, it's really hard. I just want to do something myself, and I can't. And I feel bad asking for the things I need because I just feel like I am a burden. And so getting over that is a little bit difficult for me as well. Keeping myself busy is difficult. I feel like I've wasted a lot of time just kind of doom scrolling on my phone, watching TV. It's not terrible, but I think definitely if you're going into a CSF leak repair, have a plan for your recovery, learn a new skill, learn how to knit, learn a new language, do some research on something you wanted to for a while. I've definitely been doing a bit of that, but there was a couple days there where I was definitely just on my phone all day, and like I couldn't sleep at night because my brain just felt so full and so overwhelmed and so overstimulated, which on top of everything else going on is obviously not helpful. Stay off the forums, guys. My God, like get off of the CSF leak Reddit thing. I know that they can be helpful in the sense of, you want that community, but there's a lot of doom and gloom stories on there. Everyone's case is different. My case will not be like your case, will not be like someone else's case. Everyone's different. And so I find that sometimes going on those forums, while it might be nice being like, hey, these people are going through something I went through, it can also be quite negative. So just tread carefully on those things. What else am I doing? I'm still doing like daily stool softeners. Really paranoid about, doing too much in the bathroom. Even just like sometimes you forget that you're recovering and there might be an accidental, like, oh, I just twisted there and I shouldn't have, especially in the middle of the night. I notice that if I'm moving from one position to the other in my sleep, if I'm like half asleep or just like really groggy, sometimes I might make a jerky movement without even thinking about it because like I just haven't even woken up and made that connection yet. Just being really careful with those movements for sure. Stomach troubles, just because eating and then laying down afterwards is obviously not the best for your digestive system. So that's been a little bit interesting. But the head itself feels okay. I am like 90-something% sure that this is still working. And again, I'm only at the 2-week mark. I think at the 3-week mark, I'll be a bit more confident. I'll link in the description below an interesting article I found, or I guess it's not an article, it's like a PowerPoint presentation that someone from the CSF League Foundation posted. And it said basically from like day 1 to day 21, so to the 3-week mark, you know, your body is still making the fibroblasts, or, you know, making the scar that's going to be covering over the leak. At this point, the fibrin glue should have completely dissolved out of my system. And then after the 3-week mark is when your body will start to solidify that scar tissue and just make it stronger. So right now, from what I can see online, my body is still forming that scar tissue. It's still quite sensitive. It's still fragile. So I'm still doing my part and sticking to my guns and just being really, really careful. And then maybe at the 3-week mark, I might slowly become a bit more active. And by more active, I mean, maybe I'll go out for like a 10-minute walk. Maybe I'll go to the grocery store with my partner. But yeah, definitely still not lifting anything heavy. I'm not even filling my own water bottle. Like, we have one of those Brita pitchers at home, and I'm not even filling up my water bottle myself, because I weighed that before I went into my surgery. I weighed that on the scale to see how much it weighs when it's full, and it was more than 5 pounds. So I was like, that's another thing I would recommend you guys do. The things that you often carry at the house all day long, the things you move around, check how much they weigh. Your frying pan, you know, a pot filled with water if you want to make pasta, how much does that weigh? Be really careful and intentional with what you do. It does take a lot of planning, but the planning will just get you ready for success. I feel like I'm kind of rambling now, but yeah, that's my 2-week update. I will try to come back week 3. I meant to post this earlier, but honestly, I just was like, I was pretty unmotivated this week. I was just kind of in a rut about being stuck and bored at home doing nothing. But again, if this works, then this is just a blip in time, and it is all 100% worth it. And that's what I'm going to just keep repeating to myself is, you know, this is worth it. You want this to work. You want this to stick. So I'm just going to stick to my guns and keep on keeping on. I hope this helps you guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.